Welcome. This is a presentation from DIY Marketing, where we say, yes, you can. Now, roll up your shirt sleeves and get out your elbow grease. You're going to learn how to become a dynamic DIY marketer.
Hi, I'm Lauren Darr coming to you from DIYmarketing.tv, and I've got another top 10 list for you. And this one is the top 10 last minute things to do before a trade show. Now this is especially for those of you that have waited till the very last minute and you haven't really thought about a lot of the marketing things that you could or should be doing at the trade show, and so now it's kind of like, oh, what do I do? This list is for you. Let's start with number 10, and that is create your online directory listing. If you've paid for exhibit booth space at a trade show, most trade shows these days, especially the larger ones, I'll say, have a mechanism for entering your information in an online directory. So make sure you do that because it gives you an opportunity to talk about the products and solutions that you'll be offering and what you'll be showing in your booth. And attendees of the show will go to this website and decide what booths they want to stop by based on that information. So make sure it's out there. So number 9 on the list is to download the press list. Most trade shows and conferences that are of a significant size that you would participate in are going to have media register because they allow the media to attend the conference for free. And so you can go online and download that press list or get that from your representative at the organization that is hosting the trade show or the conference. And you will have that list both so you can cultivate relationships with the media and so that you can send press releases to them about what you're showing at the show. Number 8 on our list is to set those appointments. It's not a good idea to show up at a trade show and just keep our fingers crossed and hope that everybody that we want to meet will just happen to stop by or that we'll happen to run into them. As busy as people are these days, especially with trade shows and conferences that have really compacted schedules with seminars on top of each other, it's really difficult to do that. So don't make that assumption and set up those appointments. Number 7 on our list is to make sure that any events or press conferences that you are hosting are listed in the official events list for the show itself. Usually the association that you're dealing with will have a form that you can fill out. So download that form, fill it out, and make sure that your event is listed so that the media and your potential clients will show up to your event. Number 6 on our list is advertising. Consider if you need to be advertising, if there is a show daily or there are billboards in the area or anything like that, depending on the magnitude of the impact that you're trying to make and how much you're trying to brand at the show. Think about what advertising you need to be having at the show itself or on the organization's website that is hosting the show. Number 5 on our list is make sure you have press kits put together and readily available for the media. Now, don't assume that you should have a press kit only if you're having a press conference. You should have press kits in your booth to talk about any of your latest product introductions and any of the latest news and highlights for your company because the media will be stopping by, and as they come by the booth, they should be able to get a press kit from whomever is manning your booth. Number 4 on our list is promotional items. If you haven't thought about it yet, think about what giveaways you might want to take to the show to hand out to people to brand your company and to get people to come into your booth for some traffic so that you can generate leads out of that traffic. Number 3 on the list is signage. One of the worst things you can do is show up at a trade show and have no signage there to show who it is you are and what it is that you offer. Because if you don't have signage at your booth and people are walking by, they are not going to know if you might be a good fit for them. So make sure that you have the proper amount of signage and the right signage to show what it is that you're offering at that trade show itself. So let's go to number 2 on our list, which is sponsorships. Think about what's at the show and maybe even check out some of the sponsorships that are still available. A lot of the big ones go pretty early and even book up a year in advance. But if you're still looking for an opportunity to really make an impact and get into the minds of people, look at some sponsorship opportunities. It might be a reception that you sponsor for an organization, and that reception will bring in some of your ideal clients. So look at those opportunities and decide if the sponsorship will be right for you. And the first and number 1 and most important item on our top 10 list is to make sure you have a follow-up plan for leads. How are you going to capture those leads at the trade show, whether it's electronic or whether you're, just capturing business cards and leads that you swipe on one of those card readers in a fishbowl? Make sure you have a method for following up, and also what is it that you're going to do to those leads once you get back to the office and from the trade show. Who's going to be responsible for that? Put that plan in place and have a way for also entering those leads into a database. Prepare ahead of time a letter or a sample kit of something that you can send out to people that sign up as a lead in your booth, and make sure you have that follow-up plan in place. So I'm also going to give you one little bonus tip, and that is to think about pre-releasing some of your product updates and solutions that you're going to display at the show. The media is really harried and pressed for time at the trade shows themselves, and it is sometimes hard to stand out. So if you pre-release some of that information, it might be more impactful and might actually make some of the show dailies that, frankly, it's a little known secret, are produced ahead of time many times. So those are things to think about, and that is our top 10 last-minute things to do before a trade show list. If you have suggestions on things that need to be done at the last minute, feel free to send those in on our website. And I'm Lauren Darr for DIYmarketing.tv.
This has been a presentation of DIY Marketing. Thank you for joining us. Now get out there and market, because, oh yes, you most certainly can.